Good morning. And so I'm working on the theory of using black powder to figure the back of this bow. And I'm getting it down to the weight. It's pretty darn close to the target weight. Changed to 45 pounds, which is good. And close-ups, relative close-ups. Nice bow, a little bit of hinkiness because of a knot, which is good. Recurve, fast, nice American elm. I'll save you the punishment of watching the previous one that I did where I'm actually using the black powder. I couldn't find my can that I'd use with my black powder pistol, so I wound up actually stripping some shotgun shells. The powder in the shotgun shells, very coarse grained and very round, so it was hard to manage as far as placing it on. I had this rawhide clamp to this board. What I noticed is that, and I'll show you some close-ups, this area down here where it was relatively sparse, and I had to actually take my lighter. It wasn't like touching it, wham! You know, it wasn't a scary experience at all. It didn't really affect the rawhide. It did actually, where it was low density and not piled up, didn't do anything to it. You have to kind of sweep the lighter over it because it's not one of these cases where one grain will transfer the fire to the next one. At least with this granule size. Where it was piled up, it developed enough heat to actually mess up the rawhide. So, at low density, and you can see that is an interesting little pattern, you know, so it's possible. With a finer grain, you could probably take your paintbrush and make like little lines, and those little lines wouldn't develop enough heat overall to change the rawhide. So it is possible. At this point, it's just a question of, do I want to risk it for this pattern? For this sort of pattern. When you're doing it on wood, the black powder, you don't need to worry about the wood shrinking, but you do need to really be concerned with the effects on the rawhide, because rawhide is a different material than wood. I had a little bit of splash over on the wood. That is kind of neat, and I can see how it would be fun. And you don't need to worry about, you know, the heat shrinking the wood and warping it or delaminating or messing it up like you would at the back of a rawhide bow. But there are definite possibilities. I'm not going to be one of those things like a shampoo bottle that says, do not pour shampoo in your eyes, do not take internally, you know, the warning labels. You all should know that working with gunpowder is inherently dangerous, and if you do stupid things like doing it on your living room carpet, you might cause a fire. So you're on your own. You are on your own if you want to experiment with this. If you wind up exploding your house, you did something wrong, take some responsibility. You know, I don't need to have warning labels on this. Thank you, Glenn, for Lichtenberg, I believe it is, Lichtenberg figuring using a microwave transformer. And I know that if I was to do something stupid and electrocute myself, I'm not going to turn around if I had a shred of life left and sue the people that made that video. You know, it's on me. So, the last flash, I don't know. I don't know. I need your input. Tell me, do you think that's cool or not, and worth it? Of course, I'm going to do the final determination on my own. But it is a neat technique, I can see. And that is about it. Apologies for not showing you the flash, but believe me, with these large grains, and it was not a 4th of July moment. It was rather tedious to actually get these. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Maybe I gave you a couple ideas, maybe not. Maybe I'm just filling in some time between cups of coffee. In any case, I hope this video finds you in good spirits and good health. Look at that, I've got a tagline. Once I know how to edit, I can go into full TV production.